Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Friday, July 27th, 2018. I'm Donis Wilkinson-Keynes.
Our premier university, which has been catering to the educational and higher learning academic needs of the Caribbean, is celebrating a very significant milestone this year.
The University of the West Indies, UWI, is celebrating 70 years since its establishment in 1948. In light of the university's achievement of the milestone, the St. Kitts Nevis UWI Alumni Association has organized a celebration for next week.
We, the people of St. Kitts and Nevis, and those who would have gone through the halls of the university, are here to celebrate with our beloved alma mater to ensure that the relevance of the university and the significance of the university and the contribution of the University of the West Indies is known. And we are indeed trying to encourage our young people in the future to consider the University of the West Indies as a viable choice for them to attain higher learning and that is affordable and respected internationally.
The public is being invited to share in two events which have been planned. On
Tuesday, the 31st of July, right there in the St. George Anglican Church in Bastia, we'll be having the UWI's 70th anniversary National Interfaith Thanksgiving Service. It's being facilitated in collaboration with the St. Kitts Nevis UWI Alumni Association and the St. Kitts Nevis Christian Council and the St. Kitts Nevis Evangelical Association. It starts promptly at 5:30 and all are invited, whether you have been an alumni, having passed through the walls of the university, whether you are directly or indirectly affected by the university because you may have a child, an aunt, a mother, a father or daughter, a son who would have gone through the halls of university or even presently studying at the university, and you would want to give God thanks for allowing our university reaching this major milestone in 70 years.
Also planned is a reception for the second annual UWI Global Giving Week to be held under the patronage of Governor General His Excellency Sir Tapley Seaton.
It is the opportunity for not only the alumni but persons who see the importance of the university to network with each other in a cocktail setting while at the same time giving back through submissions of donations, whether it be by check, monetary, or just registering to become a member of the various alumni chapters, whether it be St. Kitts or Nevis. And so this is an opportunity for one and all to also be in the presence of the Governor General and also his deputies. And we're looking forward to all of those who are able to make it across the seas, because there will be transportation provided to pick you up from the port, take you up to Government House, and then bring you back from Government House to the port so that you could be in time for the Culturama events.
The reception will be held on Wednesday, August 1st at Government House in St. Kitts from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. Meantime, Isabel Byron, site coordinator of the University of the West Indies UWI Open Campus, is inviting UWI alumni on Nevis to become members of the Nevis chapter of the St. Kitts and Nevis UWI Alumni Association.
And we're encouraging persons, particularly younger ones, persons who have left UWI within the last 10 to 15 years, to become actively involved. We need their energy, we need their commitment, because many of them have done extremely well at UWI, are very vibrant in our communities. And unfortunately, we find that when we have meetings, we tend to have persons from the generation of persons who went to UWI in the 70s and 80s. We need persons of the new millennium to be involved.
Byron, in appealing to UWI graduates to join the St. Kitts Nevis UWI Alumni Association, highlighted some of the benefits.
You'll be able to continue your relationship with the university, extend it into the community. You can be mentors for younger persons. You can be encourage younger people to consider going to UWI as a place of study for tertiary education. UWI was just listed among the top third of universities in the Latin American region. It is a great honor to have reached that, to have made it in that top tier within the Latin American Caribbean region, and it is a top university now in the region, and it has been well established and long established, and now it has received that international recognition. So we hope people will both continue joining UE, but those of us who went there, we're urging all of you to consider remaining attached to UE in whatever way you can within your local communities.
In case you missed it, the Nevis Cultural Development Foundation is offering another opportunity to experience its 4th musical cornucopia. The repeat performance of musical cornucopia will take place at 7:30 p.m. on Monday, July 30th at the Nevis Performing Arts Center, NEPAC. This year, the showcase of local musical talent is featuring Drew Dean and Vinyl Powell, in addition to soca artists Deli Ranks and Daddy Tusty, performing various genres of music, including Negro spirituals, R&B, and folk music, all backed by the NEPA Choir. Also providing entertainment will be the popular Sugar Hill String Band. Tickets for the repeat performance of the 4th musical cornucopia cost $30 for adults, $35 at the gate, $15 for children 12 years old and younger, $20 at the gate. Tickets can be purchased at the Nevis Performing Arts Center, the Culturama Secretariat, or the Nevis Cultural Development Foundation. Still to come.
Because I am here to assure one and all that this year's Culturama festivity will be an extraordinary experience.
We'll give you the details after this break. Welcome back. Nevis' Summer Festival Culturama was launched on Thursday evening with a grand opening ceremony. Devon Cornelius has that story.
On Thursday, July 26th, a sizable crowd turned out to see the official opening of Culturama 44 at the Cultural Village. For the first time, the contestants for the festival's 3 senior pageants hosted the launch. The program saw Minister of Culture, the Honorable Eric Evelyn, presenting patron of this year's festival, Clefrin Shine Daniel, with a plaque from the Culturama 44 committee. Winner of the Culturama 44 slogan competition, Sanaya Daniel, also received a plaque. Her submission, Fet, Food and Folklore, Culturama 44, is the slogan for the festival. The entertainment for the evening was provided by cultural acts such as the Sugar Hill String Band and the Masquerades and NEPAC Choir. The participants for this year's Mr. and Miss Talented Youth Pageant were introduced. The Talented Youth Pageant, featuring students from 6 of the island's primary school, will be the first show to be hosted by the Culturama Committee on Sunday, July 29th. 4 contestants will vie for the title of Miss Culture Swimwear on Tuesday, July 31st. That show will be twinned with the Mr. Cool contest, which will feature 5 participants. Meanwhile, 5 contestants will compete for the Miss Culture Queen pageant on Sunday, August 5th. Minister of Culture, the Honorable Eric Evelyn, delivered the opening remarks.
I want to especially greet the Premier, the Honorable Mark Brantley, and of course, Mr. Arthur France, MBE, all the contestants, all members of the committee, sponsors, revelers, members of the press, good evening. It's wonderful to have you here for the official launch of Culturama. And of course, we are already in the Culturama mood for a very long time, because I'm here to assure one and all that this year's Culturama festivity will be an extraordinary experience. And all of what we have planned for you will ensure that you will have an awesome time for Culturama 44.
Sir Dr. Arthur France, founder of the Leeds West Indian Carnival, was afforded the opportunity by the festival's committee to declare Culturama 44 officially open.
Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, children. It's a great privilege and an honor to be invited here to open Culturama in Nevis. As a Nevisian, went to England, and the first person to start the first West Indian carnival in Europe 51 years ago, and being invited back to open your Culturama. I wish you a great success and hope you will be as successful as the lead West Indian Carnival in Europe.
Culturama 44 began on Thursday, July 26th and will culminate on Tuesday, August 7th. I am Devon Cornelius, reporting for the Nevis Newscast.
Thanks, Devon. Taron Webb, also known as King Invincible, has retained the title of Pichik's Junior Kaiser Monarch for 2 consecutive years. Invincible won last night's competition, amassing a total of 256 points with his song titled Change the Thinking. Here is an excerpt of his winning performance.
Change the thinking, it's messing up the system. Our mindset needs a reset. Stop gossip on social media. Show love for each other. Accept salvation. Be a blessed nation. We gotta change, change, change. Ooh, we change the thinking. It's messing up the system. Think outside the box. That's the focus.
The first runner-up spot was captured by Marquise Washington, also known as Mighty J, with a total of 249 points with his song Monkey vs. Man, while the second runner-up spot was captured by Shanti Hendrickson, whose stage name is Princess Nevia. She amassed a total of 247 points with her song A Sister's Plight. The competition took place last evening at the Cultural Village, immediately following the grand opening of Culturama 44. 14 junior Kaisonians took part in the competition: King Akido, Princess Ali, Divi, Erastus, The Reporter, Princess Marika, Legacy, Dequan, Singing Sparkle, Little Line, and Young Legend. Meantime, another Calypso competition will take place this weekend, this time for the senior participants. The semi-finals for the Kaiso competition will be held tomorrow, Saturday, July 28th at the Cultural Village. 14 Kaisonians will compete for a spot in the finals against the reigning King Hollywood. The semi-finalists are Astro, Nutsi, This and That, Charis D, Polo, X-Man, Suki, Erwin, Murray, The Enforcer, Poporilla, Lady Smooth, Baker, and Daddy Nature. The competition is set to begin at 8 p.m. The admission is $20. Tickets can be purchased at the Culturama Secretariat in the Cotton Ginnery Mall. The final Culturama event for the weekend will be the Mr. and Miss Talented Youth Pageant. The show will take place on Sunday, July 29th at the Cultural Complex.
Feast your eyes on Princess Mackenzie Appleton and Princess Sean Newton, and we are the champions from the Charleston Primary School. Proudly sponsored by My Bank, Your Bank, the Bank of Nevis Limited.
I am 11-year-old Kaim Sadler.
And I am 11-year-old Shariska Brown.
And we are proud representatives of the Elizabeth Hamilton Primary School.
And we represent the Ivor Waters Primary School in this year's Mr. and Miss Talented Youth Pageant. I am 11-year-old Hadassah Daniel.
And I am 9-year-old Devon Desire.
Hi, I am 11-year-old Uriel Wisdom.
And I am 12-year-old Nicole Kelly.
And it is under this theme that we represent the Federation's best, the Joycelyn Liebert Primary School.
We are the representatives of the St. James's Primary School. Petite with intelligence, crafted with talent by love, I am Emma Jeffers.
Considered a gift from God, the last of my parents, I am Stefan Leader.
Hailing from the School of Champions, the indomitable St. Thomas's Primary School. We are your proud contestant in this year's Mr. and Miss Talented Youth Pageant.
The pageant is being held under the theme, We are shapers of culture, the workers for change, and the dreamers of dreams. The cost for the show is $40 for adults and $20 for children. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, thank you for viewing.